Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today is going to be a video of me making curry chicken. This is Nicole, by the way. I'm making curry chicken, plantains, black beans, and also some coconut rice. So this process, I'm just cleaning my chicken. I usually rinse it off 3 times, and then I will wash my hands, of course, and then I'm going to add some vinegar to it. I also add lemon, water, and some salt to it. So this is just how I clean my chicken. Every time I eat chicken, I have to clean it. I cannot not clean it. My grandparents did it this way. My mom does it this way. So that's how I basically clean my chicken anytime I eat any meat products. And I just let it sit for like at least 15 to 30 minutes. And I also add ice cubes into it to keep the water cold. I usually already use cold water, but I like to add ice cubes to it to make the temperature of the chicken stay below 41 degrees. You don't want to have your chicken over 41 degrees because then it's in a danger zone. I used to work at a restaurant and I used to be a manager there, so I know all about temperatures. So yeah, that's just what I'm gonna be doing. If you guys like more cooking videos, you guys want to see more cooking videos, just let me know, comment, and thumbs up this video. Thank you to all the new subscribers that we have. Welcome to our channel. We are so happy to have you guys here. So yeah, I'm Haitian and I'm Jamaican, so I like to cook some Caribbean food. So this night, this is what I made. So now you see, guys, I'm adding the ice to it to keep it cold. So now I rinse the chicken off and I'm just pat drying it because I don't like wet chicken when I'm about to apply seasonings to it. So I'm just cutting the chickens up into wings and drums. I like to do that when I make curry chicken. And it actually has more chicken to it. I feel like I'm not wasting chicken, basically. So that's all I'm doing right now, just cutting the chicken. You want a sharp knife and just cut it, separating the drum and the wings. I'm a wing person. I like all flats. If you're a wing person, comment down below. You like all flats. I'm not a fan of drums. So right now I'm just cutting up some red onions. You're gonna need a wonderful onion for this recipe, or you can just, it's not really, you can do anything you like. It's no right or wrong way. So I'm just cutting up some red onions. I like to use red onions when I cook anything. And I'm also cutting up some garlic. I'm cutting up, I think I had 7 pieces of garlic cloves, and I divided it up. I put some with my chicken, and I set some to the side for my black beans because I like to add onions and black beans too. I like to, what the heck? I like to add onions and garlic to my black beans. So I'm just cutting up a nice portion of onions so I can use it for my chicken as well as my black beans. And I like to just season my chicken and then let it sit and marinate with the onions and the garlic for at least 30 minutes. And just to get everything just sticking to the chicken perfectly. So that's what I am doing. I know how to cook. I don't like to cook, but I know how to cook. If I had a chef, then that person will be cooking all the time. So these are the garlic cloves that I'm setting off to the side. So this is my chicken. I'm gonna add some onions to it, and I'm also gonna add some garlic to it. You can use how many garlics and whatever type of onion you like. It doesn't really matter. I just like red onions. It's better for you. It's more healthier for you. Less sugar content, and it's good with like cancer related issues. I'm just gonna add some pink Himalayan salt. I'm gonna add 2 I think that's teaspoons. 2 teaspoons of Himalayan pink salt. Gonna have add a half a teaspoon of black pepper. I didn't use all that black pepper because it was a lot of black pepper, so I poured some back in. You can adjust this to your liking. You don't have to use these same measurements. Also adding thyme to it. Some Jamaican curry powder. I didn't have that much left, so I basically used the rest that was in there. So it was about like 3 teaspoons. because after that container, I was basically done. You guys see, I just used it. I was like, let me use it. Some Scotch bonnet peppers, just a little bit. You don't want it too spicy. We don't have any Scotch bonnets here in Texas, so I have to get the powder form. Just mix it up. Excuse me, get it well mixed up. And then you just like cover it and put it in the fridge for at least 30 minutes to have it marinate. So while I put that in the fridge, I am going to start my plantains. I love the sweet ones. Andy doesn't really love the sweet ones, but I do. Just cut them up. I cut them up on the sides, cut the ends off, and then I put splits in the little ridges of the plantains, and then I just peel them off, and it comes off perfectly. There's tons of videos of how to cut out plantains. So I have the more sweeter one, and Andy has the more starchy one. And just cut it up in diagonals. I typically go for the more yellow ripe plantains. They're more sweeter, so that's what I do. And I have some water set to the side because just like potatoes, they once you cut them, they start to turn brown, and by putting them in water, it helps with the keeping that color, not turning it brown. Yeah, so I just cut them up diagonal, and I have flattened some of mine so I can save time from not flattening them during the cooking process. You guys will be seeing that. So I'm just putting in water, and it also takes out, when you put in the water, it takes out some of the starch in the plantains, so it won't be so starchy, but it also helps keeps its color, because the air, once it hits the air, it starts turning brown, just like avocados do as well, and potatoes. So through the whole time I cut that, and while I was cooking, it was just sitting in the water. It's not going to make your plantains soggy or anything, or taste like water. It's still going to have that nice sweet taste if you like sweet plantains. I like more sweeter ones. Andy likes the more starchy ones that don't really have a taste. The more green ones, I like the yellow ones. So right now I'm about to prepare the black beans. I just add some olive oil to my pot. I'm also going to add a tablespoon of butter. This is how I make my black beans all the time. Let that melt. Let it melt, girl. Now I said that's about like a teaspoon of olive oil. And now I'm just going to add my red onions and garlic to the butter and the oil. So you can just start, so the oil and the butter can start awakening up the flavors of the onions and the garlic. And I just let it mix it around for at least 2 minutes. Get all the flavors popping. Now I'm going to add a can of black beans. I didn't drain it. I didn't rinse it. I just poured out the can right into the pot and mix it up. Get all the flavors mixed up together. And then I'm going to add some vegetable broth, organic ones, and I just fill it up till it covers all the beans. You can use any kind of broth you would like. Stir it up. Get it popping. Add some salt to your liking. I'm adding 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt in there. You need some salt. You need it. You cannot eat food without any salt. Please season your food. I'm also going to add some black pepper. I just eyeball it. You guys can adjust this to any way you like. You don't have to use everything that I'm using. But this is just how I make my black beans and how I like them and Andy likes them. Adding some cumin powder to the beans too. I like the flavor that it gives my beans. With the mixture of the garlic and the onions. It tastes really good. And then I'm going to add some garlic powder as well to it. Add some more garlic flavor. I love garlic powder. I love garlic in general. I love garlic. I add garlic powder to everything. I just love it. We're a garlic family. My whole family, we love garlic. And we're just going to let that simmer and cook down. So now we're going to get started on the coconut rice. You need 1 cup of water. I usually also do 1 cup of coconut milk, but for some reason I use the whole can. But you don't really need the whole can. Just do half and half. Half of water, 1 cup of water, and 1 cup of coconut milk. Stir it up. Get everything mixed perfectly. Add some salt to the water and the coconut milk. Stir. Let it boil a little bit, and then you're going to add 1 cup of rice. This is jasmine rice. I like jasmine rice. I love it. Stir it up. Get all the flavors mixed, incorporated into that rice. And just let that sit, and whenever it's ready. So now we're going to start on the chicken. I add about 3 teaspoons of olive oil to my pot to get it prepared for the onions and the garlic. I told you guys I love onions and garlic. So that's the garlic that I had set aside. And I'm adding some onions. Even though that I added onions and garlic to the chicken already, we just like extra. We like it. So this is what we do. So we're going to add some curry powder to the pan as well. So this is called burning, like you're letting your curry powder burn, getting the aroma out of it. This is what I usually do anytime I make curry chicken. And I know that I added it to the chicken, but I also, let it burn to get that aroma out of the curry powder, get the flavor enhancing. And then I'm going to add my chicken. It's been sitting in the fridge. And I just let it, I toss it around and I let it cook for like 5 minutes for a little bit. Just let it, get a little browning on it. So, yeah. If you guys are enjoying the video right now, please give us a thumbs up, like this video. So right now I'm adding let's say, I believe that was 1.5 cups of water to the chicken. And I'm also going to add more curry powder to the mixture as well. Add a little bit more water, but it's still like 1.5 cups. Add a little bit more curry powder because I just love the curry flavor. That's optional. You don't have to do that. Stir the chicken up. Let it cook for about 20 to 25 minutes. 25 minutes, definitely 25 minutes. Right now I'm just showing you guys some of the process of me cooking plantains. I just put some canola oil in the pan and just dropped the plantains out of took them out the water, pat dried them, and just put them in the oil, and I'm having them cook. In the middle of the process of them cooking, I take it out the oil and I flatten my plantains, like a double cooking process to make sure they're fully cooked. And then I'm just gonna place them back into the oil. So I let them cook for 1 to 2 minutes. I take them out and then I just flatten them, and then I put them back in the oil so they can fully be cooked. And this is what I always do. It's how my mom does it. This is how we cook it. So yeah, that was the last process of this whole meal. I cooked the plantains last. By this time, everything else was already ready. So now it's plating. So what I did is this is how you get this little shape right here of the rice. You just put it in a cup. Oh, that looks so good. You put it in a 1 cup. You put the rice in there. You flatten them and you put it on your plate. And that's how you get that form. I added some plantains, and there goes my black beans. Right now I'm adding the curry chicken. You guys can see that the steam is coming out. It is so hot, and that's what I love. I love my food hot. If you guys want more videos like this or any cooking videos with me cooking or Annie cooking, please let us know down below, because I love cooking meals for my culture. I just love doing that. So, and if you guys try this out, please let me know. You guys follow us on Instagram, follow us on Snapchat. Yeah, and just be more active with us. These are Pikliz right there. I use red onions this time. I usually use white onions for my Pikliz, so that's why it's that color. It's usually not that color, but it's just a spicy Haitian slaw. So if you guys want to see how I made that, please let me know down below, and I definitely make a video for you guys. So this is the end result of everything. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you again for all our new subscribers. And I see you guys in the next one.